gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, the Pleiadian Priestess. I have a juicy reading for you guys today, so let us just get into it. Today's reading, if you couldn't tell by the title, is What Do Women Think of You? Okay, so whether you're a woman watching, a man watching, what do women think of you when they see you, when they're around you, all of that? We're going to get into the tea because I'm interested to know. We've done how you are on social media. We've done what people think of you in general. We've done a whole bunch of stuff, but I want to get into how women in particular view you, okay? So, group one, we have a stapler. Okay. Sorry for my accent. I slip in and out of it. I don't know if I've done it during readings. I have no idea, but I'm just putting that out there. We have a magnet, a man magnet for group two, and then for group three we have a sharpener. Yes, there are shavings in it. Deal with it. Sorry. So you're gonna choose group one, group two, or group three, and then I'll be seeing you at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. If you chose a stapler, welcome to your reading. Immediately before starting your reading, I went to a whole coughing fit. So I don't know if something about the way you dress, the way you look, the way you act, something about that sends people into a coughing fit, because I definitely had that happen. And it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. So I'm like, oh, okay. So just like, you know, gasping. You have them gagged. That is the perfect word. Thank you, Spirit, because that really came through. Of course, I'm like, huh? What does coughing have to do with anything? It's kind of like they're trying to get something stuck out of their throat, or maybe you leave a bad taste in their mouth. I'm hearing because of jealousy or something, maybe. But we have a stapler. You guys chose a stapler, and it immediately gave me pressure, because I heard pressure before I started the coughing fit. So you apply pressure, you are pressure, something about that. That's what women think about you. So it's kind of like I said, you leave them gagged, okay? And if you don't know what that means, stunned, surprised, and baffled, you know, bewildered, all of those things are coming through. Okay, so the card that you guys got is the heart. Okay, so you have a lot of heart. Definitely women could easily fall in love with you. I don't know, all of a sudden things just start coming out of nowhere when I start filming. I make sure it's clear before I start. Annoying. So something about coming out of nowhere, because I really just said that off rip. I do want more cards from this deck though, so let me pull a few more. Your sun has a lot of heart. You do have people fall in love with you very easily. We have a gem. I'm hearing, you're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'll be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived with prayer, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. That song is coming through. I love you, baby. And if it's quite all right, I need you, baby, to warm the lonely nights. Wow. So yeah, people fall in love with you. Women fall in love with you. Whether it's just your personality, who you are as a person, how you look, stuff like that. Or you're just like, yeah, you're good vibes. You leave people like gagged in, I want to say, a good way. Like they weren't expecting you to act the way you acted or something along those lines. It's kind of like, oh wow, I met a true like friend, a true gem today, you know? You're sweet, and so you have a lot of heart. So many people think that you're going to be like stuck up when they meet you because of the way you look. You're a gem, you shine, you stand out, because we see the gem shining in the shrubs. So it's kind of like you're hard to miss, because if you were to see a gem shining, there's something about it being noticeable in around the dark. Or just like, you know, everything is meek and matted when it's shrubbery and grass, but we have this like light glinting off of it. So there's like something like very much shiny, new kind of about you, you know. With the prayer here, you are the answer to some people's prayers. So I don't know if people feel like you come in at the right time and they prayed for someone like you. For those of you who are romantically interested in women, they do feel like you are someone they have prayed for. That is definitely a vibe that's coming through. And with the thread, there's a common thread. So it's like giving, you go out to the bar, you go out to the club, and in the bathroom you meet one of your best friends, you know, or someone that became your best friend, because you just have this bond with them. And why are the cards like that? Stop playing. Okay, that looks good, I think. I hope. Yeah, and look, we have the thread, your common thread. You bring people together, because the stapler staples papers together. So you may, like, you're the common thread in the friend group. You're the one that brings everyone together kind of thing, which is why you have a lot of heart. And people seem to, you know, want to follow you or be friends with you. Or you're just really easily, you're really easy to get along with, is what I meant to say. So yeah, we have a common thread here. Like, you have lots in common with different people, and if you guys, like, you're the center of attention when you come in the room. There's like a different people. It's like someone who, a little bit like a code switcher, someone who can mix in with a bunch of different crews. So you're the person who's going to get along with the popular chicks, the theater kids, the jocks, because you have something in common with each of them. So it's kind of like you're the person that can easily fit into all those groups in school. You weren't someone who is, you know, outcasted in any kind of way. You didn't fit in a box. You can't fit in a box. You can't be categorized. Is definitely what I'm getting. But you're the thread that keeps and holds everything together. And it's funny how we have the thread and we have the stapler, and they're both red. So it could be something about how you look in red. If you're wondering what you should wear more of, pinks, yellows, multicolored. And I love how we have the rainbow here. And I was talking about if you're romantically linked to women. If you're a woman watching who likes women, you're very easily fall in love with romantically, okay? And we have the rainbow coming through here with the heart. So it's like it's giving LGBTQ plus, you know what I mean? You're the it girl, you know, the girl that all the guys I'm hearing and girls want as well. So it's kind of like you get along with everyone, and it's like you leave people gagged. Because like I said, there's not many people who gets along with everyone these days. It's only people who like to separate, you know, and have cliques and have groups and say, if you look this way, you can't sit with us, essentially. You know, you're not a Regina George. You're essentially like a Katie, because she, through coming to that school, literally brought everyone together in Mean Girls, you know? So that's coming through for you guys. So I'm going to keep going here. I don't want this reading to get too long. We're going to get some tarot cards. And then some more oracle cards. What I'm seeing here with this thread, I feel like you have drug or drag. What is the proper? You've dragged yourself out of the pits and out of darkness, and people have seen you like persevere, and they've seen you pray for better times. They've seen you go through some things, which is why you're someone who's also very strong, because diamonds are also hard to break. So you're someone who's hard to break, which is why you may have gone through like many phases in your life, which is why you're so able to get along with everyone, you know? You have a lot of heart. I just keep hearing that kid's got heart, you know? What else do women think about my group ones, please? What do the women, the feminines, the females think of my group one? We have the moon in reverse. Yeah, you're an open book. You're friendly, but you're not too friendly. I'm hearing you're not a pushover, so you're not gonna let anyone like get one over on you. You're definitely tough. I'm hearing you're made of hard stuff. You know, so you tell people, I've dealt with worse than you. Like, you're not gonna, you know, break me down. And then we have the sun, so you're someone who is very full of life as well. I'm hearing you're sunny. You add brightness to a room. Here we have 4 of Pentacles. You're someone who's also very stable, which is why I feel like this is also giving me someone who enjoys life, someone who keeps people. You have very close friends and friendships as well. Even though you do get along with everyone, there are certain people who are just who are like family, you know, who are not just friends or acquaintances. But this is also giving me someone who keeps to themselves when it comes to like the deeper parts of them, which is why only certain people get to see your heart and get to see you actually pray and got to see you come out of the pit. So or drag yourself out of the darkness, like I said. So people are just like, wow, you're a diamond in the rough, essentially. What Aladdin was called in the movie. That's what the tiger or the lion, whatever, in the cave of mysteries or whatever, cave of wonders, I believe it was, said, find the diamond in the rough. He is the only person that's going to be allowed to enter this cave of wonders. And I'm hearing the cave of wonders is being able to relate to everyone, have a camaraderie with everyone, you know, turn acquaintances into friends, you know, turn people you just met into people who are devoted to you or fall for you or have a love for you after just meeting you one time, you know. That's the kind of energy that you are definitely giving me here. And this 4 of Wands, you build stable connections. There's also something here about you, like, yeah, being very to yourself, or maybe being very stingy with your time, your money, or your energy, something about that. Maybe you are someone who is frugal, I'm hearing. Maybe you don't spend money a lot because you have been through, like I said, the darkness. You've been through the sludge. You've been through the swamps, is what I'm hearing. And and look how her hand is coming out of the dirt. It's time that these people have seen you be reborn through prayer. So maybe, like I said, You are someone who's definitely been through a lot of stuff, and you had to kind of find your grit. You had to find your merit. You had to find your strength. And they've seen you do that, and they can do nothing but admire you, honestly. You're still holding on is what I'm hearing. You're still holding on even after all you've been through. Those are the people who know you, the women who know you personally, the people who just met you. Like I said, you just give off a strong, sure of yourself, sometimes very closed off, but also someone who's like very friendly and open. But like I said, you can be friendly and open, but not tell people your deep, dark secrets. And I kind of feel like you embody that perfectly, where people think they know you, but they really don't. And I love how we have this same kind of material covering the heart. So you're very private about your personal relationships, your private relationships. You know, and I feel like only the people who truly know you, or I'm hearing cut their way, battle their way through the shrubbery, battle their way through the woods, the forest, the things that keep you away from everyone else, or the inner you anyway, your love, your heart, your tenderness, your loyalty, you know, that keeps that away from everyone else. If people that fight through it definitely get to see this gem. They definitely get to see your heart, because I love how we have the heart, and heart is supposed to be open, right, and loving, and yeah, and sunny and bright. But it's like it's hidden. This relationship, this person, this lake scene is hidden by all the rest of this, like cocoon. So yeah, there definitely is a part of you that's hard to get to know, which is what this Four of Pentacles is. Someone who keeps their personal life personal, you know, who holds very tightly onto their money as well. And I'm definitely getting the vibe of you throwing this thread or this rope out to people, you know. You're giving them something to hope for, something to hold on to, kind of thing, or you throw them a bone is what I'm hearing. So if you're having a conversation, for some reason I'm getting the vibe that you're an amazing like conversationalist. So if there's like a lull in the conversation, things are getting boring or stormy, or if people around you are like fighting, you know, you lay down the gauntlet, or you throw them a bone or throw them a rope and like save them. So I'm going to stick with one example at a time. If you're having a conversation with someone and the conversation is getting boring and lulling, you're throwing that person a rope, you know, throwing them a bone, saying, oh, and you're just bringing up a topic so they're not just sitting there looking stupidly, you know. Now, if you see things are getting stormy and dark in someone's mind, I feel like you can pick up on that energy. You are definitely someone going to throw them a line and say, are you okay? And actually care with this heart here. People know that you actually care when you ask them, are you okay? And people, I feel like you feel the people who need help. The lost souls is what I just heard, because the person here who's holding their hand out, we have a gem here, and I love how it's kind of reminding me of the gem here. There's something that is, you know, they're reaching for, and it could be you, and you can feel when someone is reaching for help and needing help, and you're going to be able to throw this rope to them. When they're in the dark and they can't find their way through, you're sending in this bright red rope that can't be missed, that they can grab onto and pull them out, that you're the gem they can hold on to. You know, you see, like, yeah, people who really need help and they're lost souls, you can feel them. It's kind of like your heart starts aching a little bit, and that's your intuition telling you, hey, this person like needs help, go talk to them or something like that. And it's kind of like you came when you needed them, or you came when they needed you. So yeah, you're someone who's like very, you know, reliable. But the moon reverse is someone who's like giving like a little bit of like an open book, but there's still mystery. So it's like people, they know that they're only getting to see just a part of you, but they're still grateful anyway, because the light or the part that they see is so happy and brings them so much joy and so much life. Yes, you bring life to a room, to a conversation, to an environment. You bring life and you bring heart, vitality. All those words will apply essentially. Here we have the Seven of Wands. So yeah, that's that whole defending. If you see things are getting turbulent and a girl, okay, I'm being the perfect example. So for example, you're out at the bar with your friends, right? You're chilling, having a good time, and you see across the way that this guy is getting like really aggressive with this girl and things are getting heated, whether they're in a relationship, whether they're friends, whether he's trying to hit on her and she's not having it. You know when things are going to get bad, and you go over there and come over and you'll be like, oh, hey girl, we were looking for you. Where did you go? If you know he's a stranger. Now, if you know he's not a stranger, you would still get up and go over there and defend her and say, girl, you okay? Like, you need help? Like, me and my friends, we got you. You know, and that's the gem. You're coming when they need you. Their hand is out helping. You just know how to read the room, essentially. and you help people based on that knowing, that knowledge. Now we have the Two of Pentacles. People feel like there's two sides to you. People feel like there's two sides to you. So even if they've seen one side, they know there's a part that they haven't seen yet. So it's kind of like the person who goes out and puts on the smiles and is very friendly. They have a good time, you know, but then when they're by themselves, it could be someone who's like very quiet, someone who's very subdued, you know. That's the vibe that I was getting for you guys in the beginning, which is why I said that you only let certain people like really close to you. Everybody's not your friend. You can make acquaintances, you make friends, but you're not going to call them your friend. It's just someone you've met, someone you know, and people kind of know that while you are friendly, you made them feel good, that you wouldn't really consider them a friend. Because there's something about you that says, like, I'm not all that meets the eye, you know? If that makes sense at all. Like, I'm more than meets the eye, that's the saying. I'm more than meets the eye. So when I'm showing you this happy facade, it's definitely not who I always am. Sometimes I can be indecisive. I can be a little bullish and mean and put up barriers. The Seven of Wands is defending yourself, defending others, and it's like keeping up barriers, fighting and fending people off. So you can envelope either or depending on the situation, you know? You're going to be the person saying stay away from you. You're going to be the person saying stay away from her, stay away from him, stay away from them, kind of thing. So even though you are someone who's like pretty open, people know with this moon coming through that you aren't all that meets the eye. There's still more that they know they haven't seen. And I love how we have the moon and the sun. So sometimes you can be dark and cloudy and stormy, and sometimes you're happy and bright and, you know, carefree. So it's like you have an inner child and you have a deep, dark, inner grown-up or like crone in you, essentially, that's able to pick up on certain situations. I'm hearing de-escalated situations. I'm looking at this heart card, even though you can't see me looking at it. I'm looking at it, and it's kind of like giving me Six of Swords in the tarot, which is like moving on to smoother water. So sometimes you can be turbulent, but you kind of know how to soothe yourself, calm yourself down, and maybe it's from practice. Maybe it's from having a childhood where you had to maybe take care of yourself most of the time, that kind of thing. You didn't really have people there to do that for you. So you were the one de-escalating your own situation, which is how you became the person to de-escalate the situation for everyone else. You can also come through as someone who's like not very busy. You always have to make time for people. Because the Two of Pentacles is an energy of balancing both work and play. So you're not someone who's always playful. You know, you do have like a very stern, serious side when it comes to work or serious like engagements I'm hearing, or relationships, or like I said, things of that nature. But then there's also this fun, loving, carefree, childlike side to you that I don't think everybody gets to see that though. But the Knight of Wands is definitely giving me someone who knows how to have a good time, but is not immature. Someone who knows how to be playful and childlike, but not immature. Because the Knight of Wands is an immature energy, but the fact that it's coming out, period, says you have those qualities. You're very exuberant, you're impulsive, you go after what you want, you're playful, you're light, you're carefree, you're free. But then there's also a side of you that's not taking on the negative aspects of the Knight of Wands, which would be immature, which would be impulsive in a bad way, you know? Anyway, we have Square. Challenge, creates tension, stalls, sounds the alarm, motivates, pressures into, frustrates, demands, struggles, reorients, hurts, works out, and reconciles. Oh boy, this card, this is definitely not straight. Sorry. That looks better. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. And that's literally what this card is saying here. It's like your reorients, that kind of thing. So you may be someone who's a little bit of like OCD, clean freak. You want to make sure things are rearranged. If there's an argument in your friend group, you're the person that's coming and fixing it. And if whether this is like a friend who's a female who is, you know, describing you, or people who are just seeing you in public, you just give up this energy. Someone who rearranges things. And the Two of Pentacles could also be that balancing things out, you know. But Square, challenges, that's the vibe that I was getting of you having gone through challenges and people being able to pick up on that energy. You're able to pick up on tensions and challenges that are going on around you and fixing it, you know. That's what the Square card is giving me. You sound the alarm, you motivate, you know. If you have to, you'll pressure this person into coming with you because you know it's what's the best thing for them at the moment. What else can you tell me? What do women think? So kind of like a savior energy. The women think you're a savior. They've seen you save other women before, and they appreciate you for that. Here we have semi-sextile, which is allowing, encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hopes to, compensates, intuits, that intuition coming through. The tempers, you temper arguments, or heated discussions or rising tensions. We have responds, cycles, grow, realizes, and rewards. So you're definitely someone who went from maybe challenging times in your life, from allowing, or people have seen you de-escalate a situation that was a challenge and you made it seem easy, okay? I'm hearing, don't I make it look easy, baby? What when I do what I do? When I do what I do, don't I make it look easy, baby? But I'm fooling you. That song is coming through by Megan Trainor. Don't I make it look easy? And she's like, but I'm fooling you. I make it look easy, but I'm fooling you. So yeah, people know, like, underneath there are things that they don't know about you, things that you keep hidden, like very private things. But like I said, this Four of Pentacles, like, this is not the energy of Four of Pentacles, the way she looks on the card, enjoying her cookie. The Four of Pentacles is like a very closed off mind energy, you know, stay away kind of thing. You know, a combative, defensive is the perfect word, energy. And so it's the Seven of Wands. So that's the kind of energy you do give off. But people do see you, like, smile. People do see your playful side, you know. So it's kind of like, I guess it depends who you're dealing with. People really, like, could literally just be looking at you while you're out with friends having a good time. Like, oh, I just saw her happy and carefree. But in a second, I see her serious and defending someone and ready to fight and stick up for someone kind of thing, you know. So the more private things that I mentioned would be the women in your life who know you and how they view you. The more, you know, situational, you're out on the town defending people, would be more people who just see you once in a blue moon. They know you have a lot of heart, you have a lot of grit, you know. It's giving very Aries energy. You're going to defend the people you care about, whether you know them or not, you know. Your heart is big and caring. And it's kind of like you want to defend the people who can't defend themselves energy, which is very much an Aries energy as well. So you could have Aries, sun, moon, rising, even North Node. Come on, cards, give us something. We have Pluto, transformation. Yeah, there's something about you having, like, scars, battle scars. You could literally have scars from something you've been through. So people just see the scars and know that you've been through something. So for people to know you've been through something, there has to be a physical, like, there has to be something they can see that you went through. So it's either they have experienced themselves, so they know the signs to look for, or there's physical evidence. That's what I was looking, the word I was looking for. There has to be physical evidence of you living a hard life. So maybe you do have physical evidence. You have scars, and things of that nature. But you can't even see the card. Transformation, renewal, inner resources, basic instinct. Motivation, personal power, evolution. Yeah, evolution. People have seen you go through a transformation. That's the vibe that I was getting. Composting, cycles, death, rebirth, subversion, suspicion. Can you clear? Obsession, intensity, reckoning, taboos, clearing, and extreme. So with Pluto here, we have Scorpio energy, which would make sense for why people just see you and they're gagged by how you look, you know. And people, it could also be women in your life who haven't seen you for a long time, who, when they see you again, they're gagged at how you've changed, you know. Or maybe through social media as well, people could see you have gone through a change. Like, it's giving me, in high school, you were someone who's maybe more shy, you know, more reserved. You came from maybe a bad home life, so you weren't as outgoing and friendly. And then people see you years later on social media, you're just, you know, kicking ass. You're, you know, doing the dang thing. Here we have Virgo. That energy was coming through a little with the OCD and always wanting to clean, which is not, I mean, Virgos like to be clean because I'm a Virgo, so I can, you know, attest to that. But it's not like a clean freak kind of thing. It's just like whenever you see anything that bothers you, you have to go fix it. It's kind of, it's like a compulsion, you know, which is essentially what OCD is. Obsessive compulsion disorder, things that you just have to do it right now. It's not always just about cleaning. It's about something needs to get done, I'm going to do it. Or you get a thought in your head and you're impulsive about it. Yeah, compulsive, impulsive, you know. But we have irritates. Yeah, the vibe keeps coming through of something about pressures into, frustrates, irritates. You make some people mad. And that's just crazy. And like I did say in the beginning, you gag people, or there's something about them being stunned or surprised in like a good way for most, and a bad way for a little bit of the women who are looking at you. It's like, how did she make it look so easy? But they don't know what you've been through to have to make it look easy. It's crazy. People just be judging this crazy. We have third house communication. That's what I was saying. You know how to de-escalate a situation. The whole gift of gab thing, where you know what to say to make people maybe see your side of things, maybe see things from your point of view, and you're good at convincing people. Your communication style is great. And I love how we have craft at the bottom of the deck, which is Virgo energy again, but it's also work, and that was coming through a little bit here. The Two of Pentacles. With the Four of Pentacles, you're very focused, very much leave me alone, maybe at work, for the women who do see you at work, and very much you balance your schedule very well. You know how to get everything done before the workday is over, you know? So it's a composed, responsible kind of energy. Then for the people who see you when you're outside, you're this fun, playful energy, you know? Very good conversationalist. Like I said, you throw people a bone whenever the conversation kind of gets dull, because you're very good at, you know, what is it called? Person-to-person communication, you know, or relationships kind of vibe. But here we have speech, thoughts, social media, which I just mentioned a few, I guess, seconds ago. We have excursions, so going out. We have dating. We have siblings, research, street life, circulation, discussion surrounding, and sociability. So this card always gives me urban. So you could definitely, like I said, have been someone who grew up in more urban areas, and you give off that vibe of knowing how to like code switch in a way. When you're out with some certain crew, you get along with them. When you're out with another crew, you get along with them. Like I said, it's someone who is complex. It's someone who's complex, who is, like I said, you're an alien, because we have an alien here. And we have a puzzle. So there's something, like I said, very puzzling, irritating. They don't know what to think, how to feel sometimes for certain people. And I guess it depends on their energy, because you're not going to be very open to everyone. Like, you're a perfect energy reader, and you're also you're very able to analyze a situation very easily and very quickly. So if you see this person is not anything, ain't-ish, you're gonna act that way, act accordingly. So for those people, it kind of irritates them. For the select few people you don't associate with, and you don't open up around, or you don't give the time of day, it irritates them. So those women who may be the bullies, or the people you don't want to talk to, they get mad about that. But yeah, people have definitely seen you transform. But back to the whole complexity thing, like I was saying in the beginning, with the, you're able to be, you were probably a musical theater nerd. You were probably a band nerd. You were probably someone who wanted to be in chorus. You were probably someone who was a gamer. You were probably someone who was sporty. Like I said, you were able to fit in with every person, because you have that aspect or personality type inside of you as well. So you couldn't just choose one. You were everybody. Okay? So I'm going to pull from one last deck before I leave you guys. What do women think? So for the women who are not girls, of course they're going to be jealous. So that's what that little vibe is coming through. But for the women who are girls, for the most part, they do like you. They say you have a lot of heart, a lot of grit, a lot of passion. That's that Knight of Wands energy coming through. They see you, they go after what you want, or command a room, and they love that about you, you know. Here we have peace, keeping the peace. So it is confirmation for me. We have inspiring. Yes, you are someone who is very inspiring. People want to follow behind you. You're giving like a big leader. Like, people, you're good at giving advice as well. So if you were to meet someone, a stranger, and they were to ask you for random advice, you would be good at giving advice. Because Virgo's like, you could be, you get irritated, or people get irritated because you're always right. That's very much a Virgoan trait. One more card, please. What do women think of my group ones, please? I'll take this one. Confidence. Yes, you come off as someone who's very confident. And I love how we have organization. We have energy. So your energy definitely speaks volumes before people even meet you. Your energy speaks volumes. Organizational skills. You are someone who is very clean. And like I said, that could be for the people who know you from work. You're very clean. You're very clean cut. You dress up well. You smell good, kind of thing. You always look very well put together, kind of vibe as well. Confidence. What other cards came out? We have true love come to me, and that is that energy that I was saying with the heart. People fall in love with you very easily. Okay, we also have grace. You're someone who's very graceful, and fertility. So anytime I see fertility or something of that nature, I hear childbearing hips. So when it comes to physicality, you could have like very nice curly hair, because this child is giving me curly hair. This is giving me curly hair. You have nice thighs is what I'm hearing. You may like to wear a lot of dresses as well. Your eyes are like also very like maybe doughy or wide or big, or like I'm hearing beguiling kind of energy. But childbearing hips is always what I get with this. I don't know, it just came to me. Childbearing hips. You have them childbearing hips, child. For those of you who's a little thick or not, you have hips and waist, okay? And I love how she's holding her hands to her heart. So people would think that you would be a good mother, but the fertility here is giving Empress. Like I said, full package energy is what you're giving me here in this reading. You keep the peace. Your energy is always clean. It's always pure. People know that you're not fake. You aren't about that life. You just heard you aren't about that life. You're an inspiration to others as well. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I hope the resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. And why are these never straight? Subscribe, join the tribe. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. If you would like a personal reading at any time, you can always email me using my email in the description box below. But this is all that I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. This reading is going to be about what do women think of you. We've done every other reading about what social media, what people on social media think of you. What else have I done? We've done every type of reading, honestly, and the one that I'm going to do next is what do women think of you. So let's get into it. You guys chose the magnet, which means you have a very magnetic energy about you. You could be someone who looks like I'm hearing fit or limber or toned is what I'm hearing. Maybe you look like someone who exercises a lot, okay? Or you have just a good physique, because this is the only thing that's like showing a body. So like your body is very magnetizing is the word, very magnetic, magnetizing. People are drawn to your body, your face, from your arms to your legs kind of vibe. But maybe specifically your torso and your boobs and down to the crotchular area, okay? So you could be watching this if you're a guy, it doesn't matter, but this is what women think of you, or you could be a woman watching this. We'll see what comes through. But yeah, from the crotch to the boob or the chest area is where you're most magnetic, because that's where the magnet is attached, as you can see. So something about red, maybe you look good in red. That did come through in group 1 if you feel called to group 1 anyway. Just a little confirmation for those of you did. But always feel free to choose more than one group. You don't always have to choose just one group in a pick a card reading. There are 3 groups for a reason. If you feel called to, that means there could be messages in you for messages in there for you in other groups, okay? So yes, your body, the way you look is very magnetizing to people. Also, the way you act is what I'm hearing as well. So your personality is very attractive, but mostly your body. So you attract people with the way you look, child, okay? Like I said, from head to toe, but mostly, so maybe you could have abs, or just whatever women are thinking of you. You have something that they would want. So for example, if someone wanted bigger boobs and you have those boobs, they're looking at you because you have big boobs. If you got a fat behind, people is looking at you because you have a fat behind and they want a fat behind. If you have long curly hair and they've always wanted curly hair, they're looking at you because you have beautiful curly hair, you know. If you have big doe eyes, you know, whether it doesn't matter the color, and they've always wanted those eyes, they're going to be looking at you because you have the eyes they want, you know. But it's not in like a, oh, I want it kind of way. I don't think it's in that kind of way. It's just in like like, oh, she has what I wanted my whole life, you know, the body I've always wanted, you know, or the outfit that I wanted to wear. How can she pull that off, you know, or how can they pull that off? I'm not going to make it gender specific. But what else was I thinking? I was saying something about siren eyes as well. You could have siren eyes, whether your eyes are dull, whether they're round, whether they're not, you know, whether they're chinky. It doesn't really matter what kind of eyes you have, but there's something about them being attractive, the color being attractive, the way you use them being attractive, because anybody's able to achieve those siren eyes. It just depends on how you look, okay? You can squint them real quick, okay, and give somebody the look. So it could be a look you give people that's intimidating, because siren eyes are quite intimidating, I'm not even gonna lie. Especially with the makeup, you could do your makeup in a certain way. People be like, oh my gosh, how does your makeup look like that? So there's something like very physically appealing about you and what women think about you. What the first thought is like, oh, she looks good, or they look good, he looks good, you know. They work out, they must work out, like, oh my gosh, they must use this product, or I have to ask them what they use, or they smell so good, kind of, you know. Just your looks is the first thing people are having thoughts about when they see you or they meet you, okay? So we're gonna get into the cards, you guys. We have the Forest, yes, the unknown. There's something they want to know about you, which I love that it just came out right off the bat. Like, yeah, there's something unknown, mysterious about you. It's just like, I wonder what hair product she uses to get those curls that way. Like, I wonder what lip gloss she's using that makes her lips look so plump. You know, I wonder where she buys her clothes. I wonder what makeup brand she's using. How did she get her cat eye like that, you know? I wonder what gym she goes to. I wonder what workout she does. How her abs look so good. How does his abs look so good? Where did he get those clothes? Like, he looks so good. And they're looking at the package. If you're a guy, there could be something about that showing in the way you look. If not, but the women, there are many things that we wear that, or many things that we have on our body that people can swell up and be seen through the clothes, like the chest, the booty, something along those lines, you know. Lips, there's something about those things. Like, yeah, I'm getting very much into physicality with this group, so you just look good, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, darling. Okay, here we have the mentor. Yeah, see, wow, stop it. What did I say about you being unknown and people wanting to know things, and wanting you to teach me your ways? So people could just see you and see how men look at you and, you know, crave you and want you, how women look at you and crave you and want you. And they're just like, how does she do that? You know, how does she have that energy? How does she get her hair, her clothes, her da-da-da like that? And they want you to teach them. So you give up like a very wise energy too. Or I'm hearing seasoned, well experienced, okay? Whether you are or not, that's the energy you're giving off. Someone who's like mysterious in a way where you're hard to get to know, and people want to learn your ways. Teach me your ways, oh wise one. That's what I just heard. So bring this down because I need it to look straight. Stop playing. And it's not straight. What the hell? Like, how does it look straight to me, but in the camera it doesn't? That's crazy. Like, have y'all experienced? It's crazy out here. Trying to film with a camera. Anyway. And it's like, yeah, it's just like something about there's a draw to you, the way we are drawn to the forest and what could be in there, but also kind of scared. So you're a little intimidating. Your beauty's intimidating, your energy is intimidating, your aura, your vibe is intimidating. It looks like you've been around the block more than once. You have all the answers in the universe, and it's like, I'm scared but equally intrigued, you know? Big Scorpio energy coming through already. The forest is someone who is hard to get to know, or you want to know their shadowy depths. It's giving siren, and it's funny how I said siren eyes. Yes, it's giving siren eyes. It's giving like mermaid. You have a song that draws people to you, but you don't say anything. You have a gaze that draws people to you. You know, that's what women think. They want to know where you bought your clothes. They want to know what makeup you're using, you know, and they want to just pick your brain. I guess I'll take all these. We have the lover. Ooh, child, we love this. We have the ring. It's giving full... I'm hearing full disclosure. So people can be like very honest with you right off the bat and give you a lot of compliments. Like, full disclosure, sis, you look good. Like, you know, men, like, I just love the way you look. I want to take you home with the lover card here. I feel like men don't have a problem maybe shooting their shot and being overly confident that they will get it with you, or women, it doesn't matter. People who want you bad, real bad, have no problem shooting their shot, or maybe they do. It depends. They're nervous around you, but I feel like it's more so wanting to conquer you. We have this, I'm getting the visual of, obviously this owl is flying, it's in flight, but we have like a fully burning forest or something beneath it. So it's kind of like you leave destruction in your wake. Like a very Plutonian energy, you leave destruction in your wake. So it's like, if someone comes and hits on you, you kind of like, the way you stare at them, you give them this scathing stare or this scathing remark, and they just leave with their tail between their legs, is what I'm hearing. So it's like, you're not up for the BS. If someone comes to you, like you have no problem being complimented, you have no problem being walked up to, but if they're doing it in the wrong way and making you an object, that's not it. You're gonna cuss them out, which we love. I love that for you, okay? If anyone doesn't, I do. And we have the vessel, and look at how, what the hell was I saying about her from her chest down? And that is exactly what she is covering in this card, bro. I be blowing myself away, child. I can't. I be blowing myself away. Okay, that's enough out of me. Yeah, there's something about your body. It looks good, child. It look good. People want to wife you up or husband you up. Whatever your gender is, they want to tie you down, they want to marry you, you know. It's like a never-ending cycle. They never want to leave your presence with the ring. Like, there's no end. They never want to stop spending time with you, being around you, like, you know, like very much intoxicated. And I love how we keep having this imagery of like bright burnt, I'm hearing burnt sienna coming through, you know. And I do have a deck with that card on it, that color on it. It's kind of like a color deck that tells you keywords for the color. So you're giving off a burnt sienna, which is very much sacral chakra energy coming through in every card. So like very much, you know, seductive vibes. Yeah, people see you immediately and I want that person in my bed. I want them to be my lover kind of thing. I want to snatch them up and take them away. I know it's not going to be easy though, because they give off very much wise, I'm hearing sharp eyes, all too knowing eyes. There's something about your eyes that keeps coming through your body and your eyes. But people like see, I'm hearing the universe in your eyes. Wow. These are giving me celebration balloons, so people want to celebrate with you. Because you know those parties, those graduation parties where we have the black balloon and the gold balloons and they're hung up all over the room. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop playing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop acting like you don't. That's the energy you're giving off. That people just want to celebrate you, you know, worship you. Shower you with gifts and compliments. Okay, look at you, group 2. Relax. I think y'all are, whatever. Let me stop. But yeah, the ring tie you down. The lover in the ring is giving marriage, so you're marriage material. The vessels, they know there's something within you that they want to know. The forest is like I said, the fear of the unknown or the draw of the unknown. You don't know what this person has. Like, people want to explore your depths, whether that is the body depths or the mind depths, like your mind or your body. Something about that. Like I said, you're giving the whole package. Someone who is beauty and brains, okay? And maybe even brawn if you're someone who has a good body, you know? That's just energy I'm getting. The lover. Wow. Yeah, people want to be with you. People want to be romantically involved with you. With the lover here. Or this could be them seeing you with a lover. Or just probably thinking in their head, oh, she probably has a boyfriend already. Or she probably has a girlfriend. Or wondering your sexual orientation is what I just heard. So people look at you and wonder, oh, do you like girls or do you like guys? Depending on who's watching you. But since this is what women think of you, I feel like maybe more guys, if you're watching me, may have chosen this pile, which is why I'm getting so much mixed energies. But I do feel like there's something about them, like wondering if you have a partner. I'm going to just leave it at that. It doesn't matter the gender. Wondering if you have a partner, if you're booed up, or being disappointed that you are with the ring here. Like, oh, I saw a ring. No, you know. But yeah, there's something about you that they wonder about. Like, even if you are married, is she married to a girl? Is she married to a guy? Is he married to a girl? Is he married to a guy? You know. I'm hearing there's something like ambiguous about you, where people can't really tell. And I'm hearing the perfect example to use is someone who's racially ambiguous, but you can't tell what they are. They could look Spanish, they could look black, they could look mixed, they could look white. You know, you don't really know what they are, so you have to ask. And that's the thing about you. They want to ask where you got your clothes from. What do you do? They want to know more. Like I said, it's the something of the draw. Okay, so what do women think about my pile 2s, please? My group 2s. They just want to unlock you. Crack you open like an egg is what I just heard. Okay, y'all can relax with all the innuendos. Here we have the world. Yeah, you're completely the focus. You have their entire focus is what I'm getting. 2 of Swords. There's nothing about you that people are like unsure about. So if someone sees you, I want that person to be mine. There's no doubt about it. I don't know. Then people ask, what is it about them? I don't know. It's just something about them. That's mine right there. You could be the person when you're in the bar, people or the girls or the guys are like calling dibs on you. Like, I call that person, that one is mine. And if whether you're with friends or by yourself, it's kind of like mine. So you're just center of attention with the world here. And I'm hearing for some of you, people may want to end or stop their philandering ways. They want to stop their philandering ways to get a chance at you. You are the person that the player would give up his player ways to be with, is what I'm getting. Whether the player is guy or girl, even though this is what women think about you, like that person would give up their philandering ways to be with you. They would give up their boyfriend to get a chance with you, I'm hearing as well. Maybe give up their husband or wife to have a chance with you. Maybe people want to proposition you and say, hey, you want to join my husband and me in the room? Stop playing. Women are like, I'll take a crack at her. Like, I remember when what's her name first came out, Ruby Rose. Yeah, given that, yeah, Ruby Rose was like so like mysterious. You wanted to know, and so ambiguous. You're like, Is she actually a guy or is she actually a girl? We don't know. We didn't know. That's crazy. Like, why are the cards acting like that? That's not making sense to me. They look straight when I put them down, and when I look at them, they're not straight. Okay, let me put them straight, and maybe I have to fix the camera. Maybe that's better, but then you have to be more up there. It's just weird. Anyway, yeah. Like, well, I remember when she first came out, people were just like, oh my gosh, she's so hot, and oh my gosh, like, I wonder if she's into guys. I mean, obviously she is giving that she like for the girls, honestly, but it's kind of like, you know, just that mystique of everybody wanting to know who she was because she just looked so good. That's who you're giving. And I'm sorry that I keep focusing so much on the looks. That's what I'm getting from this reading, honestly. You have the High Priestess. That is that mentor energy coming through. You know a lot. People want to pick your brain. We have the Fool card energy where there's something about people being scared to approach you, is what I'm hearing. 10 of Cups in reverse. Maybe with this Lover and the Ring, you're always someone who has a partner, and they get disappointed when you say, I'm already happily married, or I'm with a partner, I can't be with you, kind of thing. You know how when we have a celebrity crush and all the girls love that person until they are with someone, they're settled down, and all of a sudden their popularity kind of plummets or flatlines because now we don't have a chance with them. That's how people feel with you with the 10 of Cups in reverse. Like their dreams were kind of snatched off from under them. Or maybe you're someone who's not, I'm hearing, what's the word? Asexual. So you're not interested in having romantic connections with anyone. Or physical, anyway, I should say. And people get disappointed by that. But sacral chakra energy coming through in all these cards, you definitely activate that in people. They're creative, they're sexual, they're passionate, they're craving. That's what women think of you. It's just like, wow. You know? And every time I get this Forest card here, I always think of the Solitude of the Fortress of Solitude in Superman. How he would use that to... And here we have Death. Yeah, there's for something definitely scorpionic about you, child. Okay. And then we have the Sun in reverse. There's something here about being disappointed. Whether they, like I said, they come try to talk to you and you cuss them out and say, leave me alone, I'm not interested. Something like that. These are not straight. Something along those lines of being disappointed with the Sun in reverse. Or you just come off as like, you know what this is giving me? Like Edward energy from Twilight, where he was just always so sad and so broody, but the girls still loved him. Like he was, and oh, exactly, and he was kind of the most popular because he was the one who wasn't booed up until Bella came along. He was the broody, tortured one, and all you're wondering is why he doesn't have a girlfriend the way the rest of them do. Why doesn't he have a partner the way the rest of them does? Why does he always look sad? I just want to make them happy. Do they need anything? That kind of thing. You give off the freaking Edward vibe where people just want to come and make you happy or just want to know everything about you because you're very secretive. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And I'm hearing that song by what's her name, Iggy Azalea. I'ma change your life, I'ma change it, I'ma change your life. So people think you're gonna change their life. Like I said, you'll change them for the better, because we have this mentor energy and the High Priestess where you're going to teach them things. They know that you kind of know everything, or they want to, like, I just keep saying, pick your brain as well. The Fool in reverse, but it's like there's something that keeps them back from doing that. Because all these cards here about communication is like coming out in reverse. So we have the Knight of Swords. People know they can't come to you incorrect with this Knight of Swords. Immature, randy, I just want to pillage and plunder kind of energy. They know they can't come to you indecisive about something because you'll probably bite their head off and say, oh, you don't know what you want. Like, get it together kind of thing. You know, you want someone who's succinct. You want someone who's decisive. You want someone who's persuasive. You want someone who knows what they want, honestly. And people know that most of them do not check off those boxes, so it leaves them unhappy and feeling unsettled or wanting to change for you is what keeps coming through as well. Like I said, guys may want to stop being in their player ways for you, but even though this is still reading about women, you make people want to change your life or get better or, you know, tighten up is what I'm hearing. You know, and a vessel is someone who is chosen to do things. So it's kind of like you were chosen as a vessel to create this massive change in people. Like whenever you're that friend, I use the example pretty often where you're the Kali Ma kind of energy, where you come to destroy and to enter, then to renew. You know, you destroy things so they can be renewed. So that's the kind of energy you give off, the Kali Ma. The scary, intimidating, you don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, absolutely, that's your vibe. So you're giving someone who's not falling for anybody's tricks. You're definitely giving someone who is, like I said, well seasoned. You've been around the block a few times for sure, so you're not falling for anybody's tricks. So you know if they have to come correct kind of vibe. You may come off as someone who is not looking for a partner to settle down, or to settle down with anyone, or you already settled down, and it disappoints people when they find out that you have settled down already. Okay. And it's also giving like mother energy. You coddle people and take care of people, because that's what this high priestess energy is giving me here, where people come and cry to you. So people like find that you are someone who helps them make better decisions. And yeah, you inspire that creative energy in them of making decisions. So what else? What else can you tell me about group 2? What do women think of them? They want to learn from you. They feel like you have like a lot of, like I said, knowledge, wisdom, things that they can learn from. We have your Uranus revolution. That is the whole change that you bring in people's lives. We have breakthroughs, brainstorming. What did I just say in the high priestess, where people come to ask you if they're making the right decision, or to kind of just, you know, bare their soul to you, because that's the energy you give off, someone that you can easily bare your soul to. What I want to do, I'm sorry I keep touching things. I just want to move these cards down to use all of the screen. I'm still not using all the screen. Okay. Wonderful. This down more, this down more, and this down more. Okay, that looks better to me. You're also someone who's like very nitpicky, or someone who's picky. And that's the whole vibe of not just settling for anyone coming through, so people know that you're kind of hard to attain, or women know you're hard to attain kind of thing. Revolution, brainstorming, originality. Yes, you're an original. You're not a copy. You're the original. You're the blueprint that I just heard. So people want to follow behind you. And you do have a lot of insight, awakening. That's that death energy coming through. You could be good with technology. You look very smart, very tech savvy, is what I just heard. We have 9th house, seeking. Yeah, you're knowledgeable. You're definitely someone who's experienced, who's well traveled, who has either experienced a lot of life, traveled a lot of places, experienced many different cultures in their lifetime, have been all over the world and all over the place. I'm hearing army brat, so maybe you're someone who's in the army and had to travel from place to place with your family when you were younger. So you come off as someone who already knows that people don't have the best intentions for you, or when they're full of mess. What I just heard. We have 7th house energy coming through again. So women see you as the perfect package, whether they're interested romantically in you or not. They know that you're the perfect person to settle down with. And then we have Aquarius and Uranus energy coming through again. So you're one of one. You're very unique. They've never met anyone like you. When women see you, they've never met anyone like you. You're definitely someone who encourages people. You have wisdom. You have the knowledge. You encourage them. You make them want to kind of be better, want to live up to your expectations. So that's the kind of energy you give off. People want to impress you. Like, oh my gosh, group 2 is going to be there. I have to get my stuff together. I can't disappoint them. I can't come off as indecisive, you know? I have to get the right outfit to impress them, to make them proud of me, kind of thing, you know? That's a little bit of the energy that I'm getting from, or a lot of the energy that I'm getting, honestly. You are someone who's complex, absolutely. I'm just moving this card over because I hate when it glares. You can't see it properly. Yeah, they don't want to make you unhappy, is the big vibe that I'm getting from this Sun in reverse card. It's kind of like you try not to stand out wherever you go. It's also the vibe that I'm getting from the Sun in reverse. Is someone who attracts a lot of attention but tries to blend in. You know, I'm hearing incognito mode. So you try to blend in and not be seen, but you are someone who like literally can't not be seen. If there's darkness, you're the star, you know? If it's sunshine in the daytime, you're the sun. That's all people can look at, you know? Show stopping. is what I just heard as well. So people with the 7th house here, people relate to you a lot. People do want to settle down, or like I said, they think you would be like a guy's like wet dream, what guys want. So like there's could be a little bit of like maybe jealousy or insecurity there. You make people feel insecure as what other women think of you, which really did come through the beginning with the whole you have everything they want. You have the hair they want, the body they want, the shoes they want, the clothes they want, you know? Like, how can I look like the group 2? What can I do to look like them? You know, what can I do to impress them, to get on their good side? They don't want to make you unhappy. That's what I keep saying anyway. But 9th house seeking, we have adventure. You're someone who's very adventurous. And you have been on the block a few times to have beat woman adventurous. You've been a lot of places. Higher education, someone who's very intelligent, have had higher education. Why can I not talk? People can get nervous to talk around you. Or women are nervous to talk to you because you could give off mean girl energy even though you're not mean. It's kind of like giving RBF, where you have that resting B face. And I'm like, oh, she's not going to want to talk to me or whatever. Or she's mean. I don't want to talk to her anyway. And it's kind of like you're not mean. You're just stoic. It's the perfect vibe. To say, the perfect word to say you're stoic. I'm not mean. I'm stoic, you know? I just have that face. If you were to probably engage, you know, it's not so they don't want to talk to you. They're scared to talk to you. That's the vibe. Exactly. Now what's coming up. They seem like very indecisive and they don't know what to do when they're around you, kind of thing. They don't know what to say when they're around you, or so they just don't say anything at all because they don't want to look like or seem like a fool, because you're someone who's so smart, who knows a lot about a lot of different things, who's well traveled. You've been here, you've been there, you've been around the world, you know things. And they're kind of like, I'm not going to get in a conversation with them because I have nothing to talk about. They're going to kind of like, you know, they're going to tear me down, make me feel stupid kind of vibe. And I'm just not going to force it. So if you find that you're someone who a lot of people don't talk to or walk up to, it's because for that very reason. Like I said in the beginning, I think I didn't mention that people are scared of you rejecting them, of you kind of like burning their hopes and desires to the ground and flying away, like, because you're the owl. And like bird-like energy, swan-like energy, graceful, because we have a swan and we have an owl. Able to see everything in the dark as well, because owls have very good night vision to hunt for their prey. Ooh, yeah, you give someone who's like a predator energy, which is why you're intimidating. You're the forest. You know how many predators lie in that forest? You don't know what to expect from this person, so they're scared a little bit. With Quisinks, yeah, you're definitely someone who's complex. You're not like one-dimensional. Like I said, that's why you're one of one. Your experiences are your own. What you've been through is your own, and it's kind of like they've never met anyone like you before. And I'm hearing I've never seen anything quite like you tonight by the script. That song is coming through. Sorry, I'm sitting here fixing the back of my pants. That wasn't a flatulence. That was me fixing my pants. Okay. Aquarius, the radical. You do things out of the box, like very much out of the box thinking. You don't act and, how do I want to phrase it? You don't act and carry yourself just like anyone. It's kind of like, I know I'm better than you kind of thing. And that's what intimidates them, because you are better than them. Let me stop. I'm getting crazy. Anyway, we have experimental. You're rational, you're unique, you're liberal. So you're definitely that kind of, you're an activist kind of person, which is why you have been so many places. It's like giving someone who's in tech is what I'm hearing, because that came through twice with the Uranus and Aquarius energy. So very tech savvy. You could be someone who's like in IT, who's into computers, stuff like that. But I'm also getting someone who's like an activist who went to law school, who I'm hearing a lobbyist or something like that is coming through, where you physically and actively get up, travel to foreign places, and then advocate for certain things. Just like, what would I have to say to that person who's been all around the world, who's had this higher education, you know, who's so high above me with this, you know, owl card, who is so graceful, who has the perfect life, the perfect partner, the perfect whatever, perfect education. Because this lover card coming through the ring and the 7th house, there's something here about your love life and relationships that women are thinking about. So it's either they want to be in a relationship with you, or they're wondering about your relationships just all together. So what I'm going to do is get more cards here. Like, you're someone who's hard to figure out, hard to read as well. You have wisdom coming through to confirm the whole owl thing. So definitely someone who is very smart. And another owl with the big old eyes that I was talking about coming through. Stop playing. Okay, we have knowledge. So we have wisdom and knowledge. Stop playing. You're smart and you're intimidatingly smart. That's what they think of you. We have glamour, so people could feel stupid around you. And that's what I was talking about. You look beautiful. You look gorgeous. Like, you are so well put together. Stop it. They're just coming to confirm. You have passion, so they feel very passionate towards you. That's also what I was saying at the beginning. They're very focused on your body and how you look, with this vessel card coming through. And like I said, that torso, from the neck down to the region, the nether regions. And then we have authenticity coming out over Aquarius. Very fitting. You're someone who's authentically you. They've never met anyone like you before. And this is kind of like intimidating to be around someone who's so smart, so intelligent, and pretty at the same time. Like I said, you have everything. And it's like, excuse me, really? Like, you're coming into this bar right now looking like that, acting like this, getting all the attention of the guys. I don't like that. You know what I mean? So it can be a little bit of a catty energy as well, but it's more so they're just scared to talk to you because they feel like you could be potentially a mean girl. So basically, group 1 was giving the Katie Heron and Mean Girls. You're giving the Regina George. Like, she wasn't mean per se, even though she was, but she was just intimidating. The guys wanted to be with her, but they would never have walked up to her and said that. There was just whispers behind her back telling her how good she looked and that she was so popular, you know what I mean? Because she took and she demanded and she used the hierarchy of the school and her higher wisdom to make the whole school her bee, essentially, in that movie. She made the whole school her bee. I don't want to say the word, but you know what I mean. BITCH. She made the whole school her bee. Everyone loved her, lauded over her, you know, thought she was the perfect specimen. That's what you're giving. You're the Katie Heron. And she was just being authentically herself, even if it attracted people who didn't like her. So you really don't care what people think about you. It's also something that's coming through towards the end of it here, you know. You're someone who maybe doesn't care about relationships the way other girls care about, oh, I need to have a man and a boyfriend and a girlfriend. You don't really care about that. You're worried about other things, bigger things. You know, you're like, I have bigger fish to fry in this world. I'm not worried about love. Okay, that's all that I have for you guys, though. There's definitely something here about your looks. Like I said, they want to get into those pants, or they just love how you look and dress up, and they want to know more about that and ask you questions. Say, what perfume is that? Or what makeup are you using? And how did you put your eyelashes on like that? That kind of thing. You know, you glamour them. You siren energy with glamour here, because glamour is not even just beauty. It's you're always done up to the nines kind of thing. You're wearing things everybody else is not. You're casting a spell over them. So yeah, I'm gonna stop there though. And they just want to jump your bones too, or they're just seeing you as someone who everyone would want to jump their bones. Like I said, you're universally attractive. It doesn't matter whether they like girls or not. You're the Ruby Rose. I'm pretty sure guys would have admitted to still wanting to be with her, and straight girls would have admitted to wanting to be with her too, because she gave off that ambiguity where it's like, oh, she's giving enough guy that girls who are straight would want to be with her. Girls who are not straight would want to be with her. Even guys would want to be with her, because she's giving off that energy of being universally attractive. Boom. Okay, I'm done. I hope this video resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe of Divine Fam. There's also something about you being proportionate. Like, your features are proportioned, because we have 11 here, which is justice, balance, Libra. So you could have some Libra placements in your chart. I didn't even do the placements. 9th house is Sag energy, which would mean you have a big badonkadonk, because Sages are known for having big badonkadonks. Okay, 7th house is Libra. Oh, so Libra energy to come out. Okay, cool. And then you had Aquarius coming over twice, so those signs are coming through. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus as well. But yeah, hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. If you want a personal reading, you can always email me using my email in the description box below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the blue sharpener, then you are in the right place. Immediately, I'm getting cold. I'm getting sharp. I'm getting sharp wit, sharp eyes, and you eat people for breakfast, because the fact that we have shavings in here, so you give like a very scary, intimidating kind of vibe. But not even that. It's just your intelligence could also be very, or your wit, the way you speak is very much like, you know, intimidating to people. But blue's like a very calm, cool, collected kind of energy. So it's giving like King of Swords, Queen of Swords kind of energy. Okay, so we're going to see what comes through in your card. That's all that I have. I'm hearing oblong. It could be something about you being shaped oblongly. I don't know. This also kind of gave me, if you look at it from this way, you put a line here, like those red lips thing. So it could be something about your lips. I have no idea. They could be blue. You like blue lipstick. Blue is your favorite color, that kind of thing. And people notice that about you, that you wear a lot of blue. That you're very sharp, you're cutting, you use a lot of cutting words, you know, you speak to people like crazily, you know, you don't really hold back kind of vibe. You're not into holding your mouth or holding your words for people's feelings' sake, you know, not that kind of person, group 3s. Or I'm just saying you talk crazy, you know, you say things, and like I said, you eat people for breakfast. Like you could be a good debater, is what women think about you. You're good at debating. Or like I said, they could think of you as like maybe mean or brash to the point, frank, those kind of energies. So we're gonna get into what this card says. We have the Cave. Ooh, secretive. I'm hearing, and look at how we have the scary eyes. You're scary. Group 3, stop playing. I don't like this. Like, it's just like, yeah, you eat people. It's giving monster, because you eat people up. I'm hearing you leave no crumbs. Stop playing. That could be a jab at maybe you're like your weight or something. Maybe you're someone who's bigger and you eat people up. People are like, oh my gosh, you don't, you know, like how they used to say it in school. Maybe you wouldn't know if you're not someone who's bigger, but like, oh my gosh, you don't eat me, you know, kind of thing. Like, don't cuss me out, don't do this. Like, people are scared to, you know, get on your bad side. So you could have a temper. What was I saying? I'm scared. Those eyes there, I don't like that. Y'all better leave me alone. And you know what, this, it's just randomly coming through. The way their hands are shaped is giving me the way the boys in school used to be doing those Naruto hand gesture things. So you could be seen as someone who does that. Or if you're not an anime nerd, then you be throwing up gang sign shot. And I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube, but I said it, so I guess you could be coming off as someone who does all that, you know? Or you just use your hands a lot. You could use your hands to talk. I don't know, these eyes are creeping me out. Yeah. What else can you tell me about? What do women think? Like, they don't want to test you, they don't want to cross you, kind of thing. You know, this kind of giving me, there's a character in some TV show that people were scared to cross. And I'm trying to remember who it was. Like, that's the kind of energy you give one of those mean girls in the, it doesn't even have to be mean. It could be the girls that was literally beating up the people in school, you know? And they're just like, oh, I'm scared to talk. She's coming. Oh my gosh, you know the example that I just got? Y'all know Hannah Montana on what is it called? On Disney Channel. There was that one episode where there was that girl who had like the intense, scary eyes, and Molly was like scared of her. And anytime she was like walking down the street, I don't know, it could have been Hannah Montana, or maybe it was That's So Raven. It's one of those. Well, That's So Raven, it was the big black girl, the tall black girl that was always with those girls that Adrian Balone was with. It could be her because people were scared of her. Like, she was a muscle behind the crew. But the girl from Hannah Montana is the first example that came through. I'm also hearing the Gross sisters from Penny Proud, how they're scared and everybody was like just willingly giving them their money because they would always come through and be that kind of intimidating energy. But yeah, that girl from Hannah Montana, I just remember her coming down the hallway in school, and all the kids were like ducking and running and hiding, and there's like this one little kid that always like scream like, she's coming, and then everybody would like hide and run, kind of thing. And then I think Molly tried to make friends with her, and she like kind of crushed Miley's something. I don't know if it was her phone, if it was her can of soda or something. And then Molly was like, oh, okay, thanks. That's the energy you're giving me here. Okay. And we have the Hunter. What the heck? Stop playing. That's y'all. Get off my reading. Let me stop. Yeah, there's something like just very like, ugh. Like, don't test me. Don't get on my bad side. And we have like Black coming through strong. Oh my. Menacing. Yo, I don't know why I'm laughing, but I swear I just got a visual of that SpongeBob episode where they're searching for the person in the bikini bottom that's been like doing things, and I believe that Patrick ends up thinking that it's SpongeBob when he's standing there in the street, and then he's just like, look at him standing there menacingly. I can't. That's exactly what I'm getting. Y'all, yeah. Patrick was a whole fool. I can't stand him. And I'm like, you know that's SpongeBob. Like, what are you doing? He's standing there menacingly and just speaking to SpongeBob in the mic, talking about SpongeBob to him. I'm like, Patrick, get yourself together. You're just standing there menacingly. You are someone that girls are scared to maybe talk to, come up to, start a conversation with, because they're scared you're either gonna, maybe eat them, cuss them out, do something to them. It's like giving like very goth. You could have that aesthetic to you, where you wear black. Like I said, the girl in Hannah Montana, she did wear all black, and she had like intense, like deep, dark coal around her eyes, that kind of thing. But then we have the threshold. Yeah, there's something that you like a front. That could be a front you put up to the world, or something about that to protect yourself. So I think that girl was in Hannah Montana, which is why I keep coming back to that specific example. She was doing that to kind of protect herself. And that's usually what did happen in the shows that we watched as kids. The bully was the person who had the crappy home life, and they were being bullied at home. So the only way for them to feel powerful in any kind of way, to have some kind of control, was to come and bully the little kids at school that had the nice home lives. The kids that were upstanding citizens. They say, in order for me to feel powerful, I'm going to come to school and beat you up, Anyway, that's the vibe that you're kind of giving me here. We have the riddle. Yeah, you're hard to uncover, hard to get to know. Any other cards want to come through? Standing there menacingly. I can't, bro. SpongeBob is just a trip and a half. And then here we have the eternal child. So yeah, there's something here about maybe some childhood wounds that have you acting this way, or having such a threshold up against the rest of the world. Because look at how we have this person hiding in the darkness here. Their feet is the only thing we can see. But beneath that, beneath the threshold, or just on the other side of the threshold, we have this fierce passion for life. And it's the same color that's coming through here. So it's very much solar plexus. All you want to do is be happy and have a good time and have some friends. But there can be an energy about that pushes people away and have these people scared. You push them away and have them scared to say anything, scared to be around you, scared to be your friend, scared you're going to fight them and bully them. And it's like just a front, because your home life may have not been the best. So it was hard for you to make friends. So you still give off that energy, like, stay away, leave me alone. So I do need more cards for you guys. So we're going to keep pulling. And maybe some people who are like more like intuitive or discerning may know that you're hiding something beneath the surface, and those would be the women that would talk to you and try to kind of like, people want to solve you. It's giving the person who's like damaged and they can hurt me and I'm scared to talk to them, but then at the same time I want to solve them and I want to heal them kind of vibe. What is it? Who's the perfect example? I want to say Christian Grey. I have to use what I have at my, in my toolkit. So he's the perfect example. He is someone who had a bad home life. He was in the orphanage. He used to be burned by his mom with cigarettes and the guy she was with. He was starved, all that kind of stuff. And it made him a very cold, having like, to the point where when we met him, he would only have contracts with women. He wouldn't have interpersonal relationships with them. He would be like, I see you at this time, you come over to my house at this time, you have to have this shaving, that shaving, we have to have intimacies this much time of night, and you have to go to the gym if you don't have, like, those kinds of things come through someone who's like has such fierce control over that is scary, that there's something deep and dark hiding in your depths that people can feel, but they don't know if they are willing to, put themselves on the line to get to know it, kind of vibe. And I feel like, what's her name in the movie or the books, whatever, Anna was the only I think her name was Anna. I don't think it was Anna. It could have been Anna. I don't know, y'all. It's Anna or Anna. She was the only one who was willing to see the passion and the hurt and the lust for life he had. I'm hearing the craving, or what's the better word I could use? Not the thirst. If thirst is a good word. The thirst for connection with others. Like, she knew that obviously he needed the connection with others because he was having these arrangements and these contracts where I need to have the physical intimate connection with someone, but I don't want the emotional connection with, I don't get hurt again. And then the thing about it is he ended up having a decent home life, but then that still got corrupted by that lady who was, taking advantage of him when he was younger and making her, you need to stop. I'm not trying to get into the whole thing with y'all here, okay? But essentially, like I said, he was getting burned and starved when they found him. He went to foster care. He was adopted by rich parents and then brought into a loving home. But then he ended up like acting out, fighting a lot kind of thing, being a rebel energy. And then until that lady, I think her name was like Elena or Miss Elena or whatever the heck her name was, her little predator self, came to him and was using him and kind of using intimacy and physical relationships to kind of help him release some of that pent-up anger and aggression he had, because he was like getting into fights in school, that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden his parents was like, oh, he just changed overnight, not knowing that nasty lady that they called her friend was using him to, you know. Sure. Anyway, that's the kind of vibe you're giving me. Someone who wants connection, but there's something that is holding you back from getting that connection. But like I said, Anna was the only person that was able to kind of see through the darkness that he was putting out towards the world. To leave me alone. I don't want to be loved. I don't want love. He obviously did want love, and he ended up wanting to love her and for her to love him. But she had to get through all that darkness first. And look at how we have the horse chasing the light. So someone who doesn't want to be in the dark anymore, but they're chasing the light, but it's so much darkness. It's kind of hard. It's like darkness is chasing them while they're chasing the light. So it's kind of like they can't get away from it. You know, because back here the darkness is the dark horse, but then he's running towards the light while the darkness is still chasing him. So this is someone who's maybe trying to live a happier, brighter life, but people can still feel that energy of you're unpredictable, I'm scared. You could be a little unstable as well. That's what women think of you. But look, every time we have the dark, there's a little speckle of light coming through. There's this deep love, this passion, this craving for connections, for love. You know, you have all of this within you, but all that you're showing outwardly is the darkness. You know, and people are scared of the dark. Honestly, we know that, which is why they can be scared of the dark. Not that you could be someone who's scary. You could be. Or doing things where you could hurt them, or, you know, that kind of thing. You could as well. I don't know everyone that's watching, but it's like they're scared because you're unknown, you're unstable, you're unpredictable, that kind of thing. Stop twisting on my blasted card. Okay, tarot cards now. Like, you're trying to run towards light, and look, we have the sun in reverse. This card is coming in every group, so maybe there's somebody watching all three groups. We have this person chasing the sun, chasing the light. And I'm hearing, when the daylight's fading, we're gonna play in the dark till it's golden again. And now it feels so amazing. Can't see it coming, now we'll never grow old again. You'll find us chasing the sun. No. That song, Chasing the Sun, by the Wanted. And look, that wanted is like, you could be someone who's wanted. You could be an ex-con of someone who went to jail, and people are scared of that because they don't know what you went to jail for, kind of thing, you know? Or you just give up those vibes of being an ex-con, and that scares people. Bro, I just keep hearing Patrick in my head. If you don't leave me to blood clot alone. Menacingly. Like, bro, I can't with SpongeBob. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, I just keep hearing Patrick. Menacingly. Anyway, we have Knight of Wands in reverse, so maybe I think it's giving me someone who's like very maybe composed, or you keep to yourself a lot, which can also be kind of scary because people don't know what to expect if you're already giving off a menacing vibe and then you're coming off as someone who's like not friendly, okay? So that's kind of what the Knight of Wands is giving me in this case anyway. So we're going to see what other cards came out. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, I do feel like you're someone who's trying to peek through the darkness and ask for help or make friends or make connections, but there's still something that's overly outwardly scary that people are just like, I don't know about that. And we have Nine of Cups in reverse. Why are all your cards coming out in reverse? At the bottom of that, we have Hangman, so you get kind of like a stuck. You don't know what you're doing or where to go. Like I said, it's unpredictable, and people are scared of the dark, of the unknown, which is, I feel like, what I was saying in here. Like, what are people scared of? The dark, right? What makes people not move or do things in their life? They're scared of what might happen or what might not happen. So it's like I said, that's the vibe that you get. Like, if I say hi to this person, will they bite my head off? Are they even nice? Like, you just give off that, you know? And you don't particularly have to resonate with any of this energy, but it's just what people or what women think of you anyway. Okay, we have the Strength in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Yeah, there's stuff in a Tower. Jesus, what's up, guys? What's wrong? Wow. Okay, So 9 of Cups, yes, someone they don't want to maybe be associated with, or it's kind of like when people like have problems or issues, or I'm getting like, you know, maybe a mental illness is coming through as well, where it's hard for you to interact with other people. Like people stay away from you, or what is it called? Keep at least 10 feet distance of you. Because I'm hearing I wouldn't touch them like a 10 feet pole. So like when people are not sure of how you're gonna react to certain things, it gives them the vibe of stay away. So you give the vibe of stay away. You know, I don't want anybody in my life kind of vibe. And all the cards came out reversed, except for Tower, which is probably the most destructive card in the tarot deck. It's like things that are unstable, you know, destabilizing it. It's tearing everything down. So you could have a little bit of that I destroy everything I touch energy, and that's what women think of. They're just like, I'm gonna stay away. I don't know what's gonna come from this person, what they're gonna say, what they're gonna do. They're giving me a stay away caution sign. Like, stop, don't come any closer. If you were a teenager, you could have had that don't stop, like do not enter sign on your room, you know. Like it's giving someone who's like in their grunge emo phase, where you want to keep everyone away, which is why you wear the dark colors. You don't want anyone to see inside of you, so you keep everything black and bleak, you know, and blank. You can have like a blank expression. And I'm hearing like that is afforded to, what they give them to, like psychopaths and stuff like that. People who don't feel emotions have that blank stare, and that could be what you have about you. Like I said, not saying you are any of these things, but that's what women think of you anyway. Like, you know, that person's kind of little, you know, they give me unstable vibes. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna stay away, you know. Very destructive, you know. I'm hearing maybe not always fully there. So some of you could really suffer with mental illness here, and people are just like, you know what, I'd rather not. Like, you know, people, it's like a leper mentality where it's like, oh, I'm gonna catch it, so I stay away. Like, get out of here and grow up. You cannot catch mental illness, so please stop it. But it makes people, you know, treat you differently. But for some of you, I enjoy this, because the hunter is someone who is going after someone, you know. So like I said, you're giving that person who was always maybe bullying people or scaring them away, and they just finally took the hint. That's the energy you give off, like, leave me alone. Especially with the devil and the tower coming out in the same spread. Like, you give like a very unhappy, disgruntled, I'm hearing as well, vibe about you, which makes people kind of want to stay away as well. Because the Sun reverse, like unhappy. The Knight of Wands is you're very introverted. You're not even outgoing to make the first move and talk. So people aren't going to make the first move towards you. We have Seven of Swords, keeping a mask on, or not allowing the mask to be on, so people are seeing the true darkness that's within you. I want to know who chose this podcast. I don't like it. Like, that's just all the vibes that are coming to. Like, I can see the mask is off, and your eyes are telling me that you're staring at me menacingly, you know. 9 of Cups, not someone that I want to be around or spend time with kind of vibe, or put time into. This person doesn't have what I need or what I want. It's like very superficial vibes. Like, if I can't get anything from them, they can't do anything for me, I don't want to kind of be associated with them vibes, is what I'm getting for sure. And the devil in reverse, some, like I said, this is like giving me like ex-con who just got out of jail, and you're like a leper of society. Nobody wants to be with you. Nobody wants to spend time with you, you know, because you have baggage, you have things, you ate people, you did dirty deeds with the not stapler, with the sharpener still having shavings in it, you know. And it's like you're trying to become a better person, you know, and uncover who you really are, but people are still like unsure. Because I'm hearing like wherever you go, maybe destruction follows. But yeah, I'm gonna get into these cards here and see what else is gonna come through. What else do women think? It's just like the girl that's always unhappy in the corner, mad at life, nothing ever goes good for them, or they're never smiling, that kind of thing. And it's hard for people. And it's funny how I didn't even have to shuffle, and the cards flew out. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Scorpio, the powerhouse. I'm like, I didn't have to shuffle, but it's kind of like, yeah, you're always in the dark, you're always crying, not crying, making people cower before you. Want people to be scared of you, is the thing about it. And people feel that energy, and it's like, you know what, no, I'm good. Here we have 11th house, the edge. Okay, yeah, there's something alien, different, unexpected about you that makes people stay away. Here we have Mars, which is like very angry, combative. It's like war. You like war and confusion. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you like war and confusion. It's definitely like maybe femme fatale energy of a woman who doesn't want woman friends, or someone who doesn't want friends in general, and people feel that vibe from like, stay away from me, leave me alone, I want nothing to do with you. But then there's also part of that does want that companionship, who does want friends, but it's hard for you to take off the mask sometimes. Here we have Neptune dreams. Maybe someone, you're a daydreamer, someone who's always in their head. Maybe you have desire, impulses, courage, or maybe you're someone who just, like I said, speaks your mind, speaks your truth. You don't really care about other people's feelings kind of vibe. You have no filter. You do not think, I shouldn't say that's going to hurt their feelings. You just tell it like it is, and that scares people. Because like I said, they never know what you're going to say. You know, it's kind of like a lava. Also, is giving me a volcano waiting to erupt. So they know that at any kind of point you're going to, you know, explode or be angry or do something. And that kind of scares them, you know. Dreams, Neptune is imagination, memories, the subconscious, the self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality. So you could also be someone who's deeply, like I said, very much is giving me what is it? What is it? The Craft? That movie where all those girls were kind of like outcasted and always like, oh, don't touch them, they have diseases and da 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 da, and they were just seen as outcasts because they practice, you know, witchcraft, that kind of thing. So you surround yourself with darkness and people don't know what to expect from you. You could talk in riddles, that kind of thing, you know. And like very much into get caught, and that scares people because what they don't know, right, they don't understand, scares them. So, oh my gosh, you're always wearing that. I'm hearing, ugh, I heard swastika. No, thank you. You're always wearing those, or you could be someone who's deeply involved in those kinds of thing, like satanic ritual stuff like that. You always have those things on you kind of vibe. And that's the vibe you're giving here, and that scares people. They're like, you know what? No, I'm good. You know? You're someone who does that, who wears all black, wears certain symbols, and people, as soon as they see that symbol, they're gonna run. You know, and this symbol kind of here is like giving me, what do they call that place or that thing? Illuminati, that triangle looking thing. That's what that's giving me as well. It's like, you know, maybe you're deep dark, you're in a cult maybe, or you're a part of some like dark something, but you just have that energy off of you. With I'm scared, I don't know what to expect from this person, you know. I'm hearing wolf in sheep's clothing. And it could just literally be that's how they see you. They never took the time to learn anything else, but it's like their first impression, what they see, and they don't want to know anymore. They run. But then there are some people who do want to know more. And you kind of transform them, you change them, you show them another part of life is definitely what I'm getting. You definitely, you could have been someone who had addictions, who used to be a drunk, or maybe I'm hearing someone who like did drunk driving and maybe killed someone, but you didn't actually do it on purpose. It just happened. You went to jail for it, and you came out of jail, and like I said, you were the social leper. And like nobody wanted to touch you with a 10-foot pole because anything that was associated with you was going to be immediately bad because you had a reputation, you know. That's what I'm coming with. But you've learned, like I said, you're trying to be less secretive. You're trying to bring down that mask, but it's still scary to people because they don't know if you'll ever do that again. Like, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I keep saying that, but I'm going to keep going. To get some final cards from you. Like the Edge is someone who's too far gone. Like that back from the edge. I'm back from the dead. I'm back from where demons to control my head. I'm back to my heart. I'm back to the start. I'm straight to the point, something like that. I couldn't reach for the stars. I couldn't reach for the stars. That song is coming through. Back from the edge, James Arthur. So you could have done some bad things in your life, like I said, I keep saying, and you're trying to come back from that, from when demons took control of your head, which is that mental illness coming through as well, or you just being in a low point, addiction, drugs, that kind of thing. And as soon as you tell people that, they run. You know, or there could be something about you that's scary. You could have like a scar on your eye, or like maybe your face is burned, or you just like have tattoos all over your face, and you're the kind of person who's wearing the scary contacts, and you know, this alternative emo grungy kind of feel to you, and that makes people like scared, like I don't know what they're involved in, I'm just gonna stay away instead of getting to know you even better. You know, there's something about that. But the people that know you just know you're different. They know you have the heart and the mind of a dreamer. You're someone who's very spiritual, but for whatever reason, people are scared of you. And like I said, it could just be that whole straight to the point, don't hold anything back kind of energy you have as well. I'm just like, I don't want to be that person's friend. They're going to always tell me the truth. And people love to live in their delusion. So people think you're living a delusion when they're actually living a delusion, you know? But here we have confusion. We have escapism, self-sacrifice, compassion, empathy. So you do have those things within you, but I think it's buried deep and dark and you don't show it to people, which makes them scared. Okay, so what else can you tell me about what women think of group 3, please? We have study. Maybe you're always minding your business and being studious. Like I said, very quiet, mousy kind of energy where you don't interact with people, so they're scared to interact with you. You keep to yourself. We have true love come to me. That's what I was getting the whole, like I said, the Christian Grey, you've been through some things. People thought, oh, stay away from him, don't talk to him. And if Anna would have been the same way, he never would have found true love. So it's like you're someone who does want love, you want companionship, that kind of thing, which is what I said with that empathy and compassion and fantasies. You fantasize of those things. You could sometimes daydream about it, you know. And then we have a romance. Wow. You know what it was giving me? It's like I said, it's like giving ex-con, it's giving a biker, it's giving someone who may have got caught up in the wrong crowd, and you know, violence and all that stuff became your life, and aggression and violence became your life. But that's not who you are as a full person. But no one ever takes the time to see beneath the curtain or to see behind the mask. They just see what they want to see. You're someone who's very smart, intelligent. You're always learning new things. Like I said, people who do know you, you teach them things. You help them evolve and grow because you have been studying, you know certain things. You want true love and you want romance in your life. You could be a closeted, hopeless romantic, but no one takes the time to see beneath that exterior you put up. Like sometimes you're just too different. You're too alien. Maybe you could look, like I said, the way you look and the way you dress may not be the most conventionally attractive, and that's what people want in their life. They want conventionally attractive things and, you know, aesthetically pleasing things, and you don't fit that vibe or pass the vibe check. So people are scared, you know. Here we have joy, but look at all these good cards coming through for you. Like I said, you do have that passion within you, and Christian eventually did become someone who was good for Anna, and he wanted to have kids. He didn't want at first, but when she did find out she was pregnant, he came around to the idea and became a good father. Like all those things, but somebody had to give him a chance first. People don't really give you a chance, or these women don't want to give you a chance, but you have all these good qualities about them, you know. Like I said, it's giving me a hard-earned, bald biker, maybe someone, like I said, is overweight, and people just overlook you because you're not conventionally attractive kind of vibe, you know. You're not what they think is the norm or the standard, and they just look over you. Then here we have abundance. Look at all these beautiful cards coming through for you. What are you telling me? Nothing. You're not telling me anything. You have all these gorgeous cards coming through for you, though. So I feel like you have, like, people who do get to know you experience all of this, but the people who don't and don't want to know about your dreams and what lights you up and what makes you happy, they just stick to that surface level of, oh, no. But people who do get to know you know that you're someone who's very smart, like to study, like to learn new things. You are looking for true love. You are someone who's very abundant. It's giving me the vibe of, you know, people judging you for how you look, but you could be someone who's freaking stinking rich. And it's just like, no, I don't want to be with them because they may be bigger, or they may be short, or they maybe have too many tattoos, or, you know, that kind of, that they look scary and they don't want to get to know you, not knowing that you have all this love and joy to give and spread, you know. But like I said, the people who do know you, the women that do take the time to get to know you, experience all these things. Like I said, Anna with Christian had her true love. She had that abundance because that man was rich. She had her romance because he was romantic. She had to learn about all his dreams, and she learned about what happened and helped him heal. And then they ended up having a nice, joyous life together. And he was someone who was very smart too and very business savvy. Okay, so this is their loss, my group 3s. Okay, now if you're someone who's actually scary and push people away, I won't tell you. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. Please, for group 3s in particular, let me know. I'm nosy. Okay, let me know. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would like a personal reading, you could always email me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.